Mrs. Feathers, we're going to go over your grammar practice pages for the week. This week you are assigned pages 136 to 139. You'll have one page to do each day, Monday through Thursday, and your grammar quiz will be on Friday this week. We are going to be looking at negatives. So a negative is a statement that means no or the opposite of its regular meaning. Most statements can be changed to a negative form. If a sentence has a form of be or have as a main or helping verb, add not to make it negative. So that's what we're going to be practicing on this page. We're going to be rewriting each sentence by changing it to a negative form. Let's take a look at number 1 and 2 together. Number 1 says, he does have dark hair. I want to change it to a negative form, so I'm going to add the word not and say he does not have dark hair. Number 2 says, I will go to bed early tonight. Again, I want to change it to a negative, so I'm going to say I will not go to bed early tonight. You will finish this page. You only have 4 more to do on your own with the same directions. Your next page is 137. On this page, we're looking at negatives with helping verbs. So again, a negative is a statement that means no or the opposite of its regular meaning. Many verbs with not can be made into contractions. So we have can't, don't, won't, couldn't, haven't. And there are other negative words that can be used in sentences, such as never, no one, and nothing. We have 2 parts on this page. Part A says to read each sentence and underline the verb with not. Write the contraction for the words on the line. Number 1 says, I do not want to go to the carnival. I'm looking for 2 words I could make into a contraction. I notice do not. So I'm going to underline do not and write the contraction form don't on the line. Part B says to circle the negative word that correctly completes each sentence. So I can choose for number 6 between nothing and no one, and the rest of the sentence reads, is home right now. No one is the negative that makes sense in this sentence. I'm going to reread it with my choice to make sure it makes sense. No one is home right now. Your next page is page 138. On this page, we're looking at correcting double negatives. So the box at the top reads that we do not use 2 negatives in the same sentence. We can correct a sentence with 2 negatives by removing one of them. And you can correct a sentence with 2 negatives by changing one negative to a positive word. So we're either going to be removing a word or changing a word on this page. The directions read to rewrite each sentence by dropping a negative or changing one negative to a positive word. Let's do one example of each together. Number 1 says, I do not know nothing about this book. I am going to take away or drop one of my negatives, and I'm going to take out do not. So it will change the sentence to, I know nothing about this book. Because both do not and nothing are negatives, I don't want to use both and have a double negative sentence. The next one says, we didn't have no reason to complain. I am going to change one to a positive, and instead of saying we didn't have no reason, I'm going to say we didn't have any reason to complain. You have 3 more to do on your own. Again, you're either dropping one of the negatives or changing one negative word to a positive word. Your last page, as always, is your proofreading page. The box at the top goes over the rules from the previous pages, and the directions read to rewrite the paragraphs below, correcting mistakes in negatives and contractions. Let's look at a little bit of the first one together. It says, there is no way that no one could have had a worse day. That is a double negative sentence. So I am going to change one of the negatives to a positive. Because I have no way and no one, I'm going to change no one to anyone. You will finish up these little paragraphs on your own. As always, please make sure you're looking back at comments that we're leaving you. Your grammar quiz is not until Friday. Have a great day, 4th grade. Bye.